Pain arc when Naruto finally started, becoming the MC. You feel me? But are we gonna act like he did not get do the whole leading up to that by the villagers, bro? Can we not act like that? We gonna act like bro wasn't walking around looking like the fourth Hokage and they was still treating bro like shit. I would not have forgiven them, bro. Come on. Never.
Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here.
Damn.
Her neck is already broken. She is eating
real
dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty ass crater. While he just had to sit there and watch it all happen.
You know what's crazy? When his father first came back, this did not mean that much to him, respectfully, because if this would have meant that much to him, he would have pointed to Hinata when his dad, he would have corrected his dad when he would have said, Sakura, is that what's called? When he, y'all know what I'm saying, bro. When he said, is that your girlfriend? And he's Naruto over here, very excited. Yes, that's my girl, bro. Got headbutted right there. Yeah. Naruto was really simping after this girl, and she did not like this man a single bit. To get ghosted, bro, he almost kill her? Like,
this man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening.
This did not mean that much to him, like
ladies
I said.
and gentlemen, it is finally time.
After
the many detours and the many tweets and memes of this video being stuck in limbo forever, court is now in session. And it is for none other than the Shinobi that refuses to fight one-on-ones and will roll up on you with 6 minutes. The master of jump jutsu, Pain. Now this one's gonna be a long one because dude was moving wicked. So go ahead.
If you know how, so you can just duplicate your eyes and give it to how? Okay, we get it. Nagato has the power of 6 paths. Yes, he has all these powers, all these arms, all these people have separate abilities. The Asura path, I forgot the other paths, the summoning path. Yeah, basically, yes. How can he duplicate his eyes though and give them abilities like that? That is too broken. That, like, so no one else in the show can evolve and awaken a Rinnegan. In Boruto, y'all can't awake. No one else in the show can awaken a Rinnegan, like willingly. Like what's it called? Madara awakened it. Why anybody else can't?
Grab some food and get comfortable because the evidence is on.
They're gonna be like, Madara is a reincarnation. That's all they're gonna say.
On deck and is ready to be presented. So without further ado,
look at them.
All right. Exhibit A, taking over the hidden rain and jumping a senior citizen.
Oh yeah.
Let me let y'all in on a little secret real quick. You want to know why it took me so long to make this video specifically? I had to go back and watch my goat get jumped by 6 niggas. Like, it's 2026 and I still feel some type of way about this shit.
He could have took help.
Like, bro, on the real, I did not want to watch this bullshit again. Having to watch my goat get slimed out.
He could have retreated. I'm not even gonna cap. He could have retreated if I'm not mistaken. I'm not mistaken. He could have retreated.
6 fucking emo niggas. Like, fuck off. Skin and bones ass nigga didn't even give him the respect of a one-on-one. Now, before I have to go through the pain of commentating my goat getting jumped, there is a massive atrocity that Pain committed before.
Oh my days.
So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Now, if you watch my Donzo video, I've already basically went over how Nagato ended up becoming Pain. But if you need a little refresher real quick, Donzo and Hanzo basically set this nigga up, leading to the entire original Akatsuki getting squad wiped and Nagato tweaking out and adopting the Pain persona. Now, after he was set up and his whole crew got slimed out, Nagato made sure that he was going to get his revenge by any means necessary. So on one fateful day, Pain pulled up to Hanzo's compound and killed every single guard that was in there protecting this man. Man came in here and cleaned house, left piles of bodies. Old boy right here in the back got his ass beat so bad he got left in prime back shots position. Then he threw Hanzo into the wall like the piece of trash that he was. And in Hanzo's last moments, bro started begging for his life. But Pain stared him dead into his soul and told him, "Are we serious right now, my nigga? You dare beg for your life after you slimed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend. My brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. And you talking about,
I did not know all that.
After you sold us out to that fucking...
Wait, I swore it was Obito. I swore Obito had a lot to do with
fraud
it.
Donzo. When all we wanted was
Donzo?
peace. Wait, hold on, nigga. I wanted peace too.
Yeah, I did not know Donzo had anything.
Set me up too. Motherfucker, you should have thought of that before you sided with that dumbass nigga. Wait, hold on, twin, please.
Boy, you about to... Damn.
Pain straight up spun back for his whole crew and boomed Hanzo along with all his other guards.
Okay, I wonder if he's going to talk about how these people quite literally slimed every single tail beast. Like they did not even damn near put up a fight. Like, I get it, choosing the opponents well, strategize, but damn. The only two people that can put up a fight is the 8 and 9 down. Everybody else damn near died.
Didn't stop there. Oh no, because he made sure that nobody else would oppose him or his ideals. So he decided to wipe out Hanzo's entire bloodline. He went after his parents, his wife, his child,
they did it to him.
His relatives, his friends, and even their infants, and wiped them all off the map. He straight up eradicated his entire clan and completed a whole hostile takeover of the entirety of Amegakure. Now, we've sadly reached the second part of this exhibit, and it is, of course, my goat getting jumped.
He could have left.
Now let's go ahead and set the record straight. When it was just a 1v1, when it was just Jiraiya versus the Animal Path, he was cooking that nigga shit.
Animal Path. Not Pain. Not Almighty Push Pain. That one I want to do something.
Every single summon he pulled out, Jiraiya booming.
He was folding Naruto. I can knock out.
Demon Cerberus dogs. Boom. The Brazen Boom. A mutated chameleon chimera on steroids. Kaboom, nigga!
Wasting
this fight
all
was
his
actually
chakra.
Manageable until Pain stopped playing fair and said, I have to admit, Jiraiya-sensei, when it comes to one-on-one combat, you are superior. However, let's see how you fare when it comes to getting jumped. And summons 2 more of these niggas, making the fight a 3v1. And this is when the unfair bullshit began. Jiraiya went in with a massive Rasengan, but it gets absorbed and gobbled up by the damn big-ass, big-belly, Will Kelly built-ass Pain. Then he got behind the human path and tried to punch him, but he blocks his attack without even looking at him. Then he tried to attack the animal path, but Pain summons a massive armored panda to block Jiraiya's.
He wouldn't have even gotten in the way. I'm not even lying. He waited too much.
Sharp-ass porcupine hair. So after he tried to attack all 3 of them head-on but couldn't even land a hit, Jiraiya was like, bump this twin, I'm out. So he leaves and escapes through the pipes. Now this sequence right here is when Jiraiya showed us how elite of a ninja he was, because he pulls off one of the greatest plays of all time. He got Ma and Pa to make sound waves to lure the Pains over to him. So while they were running at him, he had a shadow clone come out of the wall and shoot a fire style attack directly at Will Kelly's fat ass to distract him. So while old boy was enjoying the all-you-can-eat chocolate buffet, the other 2 were still running at him. So he shoots out another fire style attack to make them dodge. But when the human pad tried to land on the roof, he got stuck in a pile of goo and couldn't move. So then the animal path was left all alone in a 1v1. And when bro was finally isolated from his other niggas, he was straight cookies. Cause Jiraiya kicks him in his chest and makes his body ragdoll across the hallway. Then he trapped all 3 of them in a genjutsu. And when he had them locked in here, he stabbed all 3 of them and immobilized them, clutching the 3v1.
Really could have left
This is a prime example of why this nigga's my goat.
Like, I know in this show you can package people, bro. Like, they be doing that. Package people in scrolls and all type of stuff. If he could have done that, I don't even think Naruto would have got that strong, though, respectfully. He wouldn't have had that hunger, respectfully.
He took a unwinnable 3v1 and turned it around into his favor. And he theoretically should have won this fight. But this is when the bullshit ramped up to the max. While he was walking away thinking that he put them down for good, another Pain spawns behind him, and he just whispers in his ear, "Didn't you teach me to never let your guard down, my foolish Gooner sensei?" Then throws this nigga Jiraiya out of the building and into the ocean. And he ended up losing his left arm because of this. And after Jiraiya got his arm ripped off, this is when all the Pains arrived and pulled up on this
How
nigga.
do you still have so
see
much?
it in Jiraiya's face. He knew he was fucked. And you could tell he was thinking in his head, "Oh my God,
I should have left.
6 of these niggas." And boy, I tell you, my nigga Jiraiya was sick.
I don't think they good at swimming. We would have swam straight out of
his
here,
stomach.
bro.
First of all, the main pain is your dead former student's body being controlled by your other former student, which he didn't figure out till it was too late. And then number 2, all 6 of these niggas had renegons? Like,
they can all see
me,
out of the
like this generally had bruh shook. And while Jiraiya was thinking, what the hell is going on? Pain was up here just looking at him and telling him, "Yes, Jiraiya sensei, your eyes do not deceive you. There are indeed 6 of us standing before you, and we are the embodiment of pain. And now you will feel the pain of all 6 of us collectively stomping your..."
So do you get how I'm saying? So he just did not kill those 3? I guess.
Old ass.
He just had multiple odds on standby.
All 6 Pains jumped down and start jumping Jiraiya. OG stood no chance at all. Bro tried to come in and punch the Tendo Pain, but instantly gets blocked and thrown off to the side.
That's the one Pain you do not want to fight.
Trying to drown Jiraiya with all the debris. But while Jiraiya was underwater, he ends up grabbing the animal path and drags him down underwater into his domain. Because he knew that out of all the Pains, he was straight cookies. Because when it came down to 1v1s, he was butt cheeks. So the moment Jiraiya got him in a ISO, he swings around and shoves a Rasengan right into Bro's gut, taking him out with ease. But right when my Glorious King sat down to try to take a breather, Pain used the chakra rod to stab Jiraiya right before the animal path went offline. So after Jiraiya took out one of the Pains, he tried to see if he could get the drop on one of the other Pains. So he tried to throw a shuriken at the bald one, but he ducks and Jiraiya ends up bricking. Then the remaining 5 Pains surrounded him. And this is when it all clicked for Jiraiya. Because when he started to look at all of them, he finally realized, oh my God, I've encountered every single one of these niggas before. And the moment Jiraiya finally put the puzzle pieces together and figured out who bro exactly is, the bald nigga comes out of the water and crushes his throat. Then all 5 of them came down and stabbed Jiraiya to death. So with the last bit of HP Jiraiya had, he had to make sure that everyone knew the bullshit that he encountered this day. So he wrote on the back of Paul's back, and it basically said, "Naruto, Pain is not one man. He is 6 niggas in total. Also, delete my browser history, twin. I can't have Tsunade seeing that shit." And right after Jiraiya wrote his last message, Pain shoots a rocket fist at him and blows up the greatest gooner to ever do it. And he sinks to the bottom of the ocean and dies.
Now you gotta realize, all other Naruto senseis strayed away from using the 9 tails. Jiraiya welcomed it. He said, "Bro, we're gonna handle this immediately, bro. Come on now." They both got injured trying to learn how Naruto can control it, because why would you not use it? That is a big power buff. Come on now.
Oh, by 6 niggas.
Minato had the 9 tails. Why would he not use it in the war, right?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B, invading the hidden leaf. Now this
Bro, I just lost my thought completely. That ad was so stupid, bro. Oh my days.
Exhibit right here is going to easily be the longest exhibit for this trial, because the amount of destruction and people that just straight up die in this exhibit alone is just ridiculous. Like, this man's crime stats are about to go to the moon. So Pain decided that it was finally time to kidnap Naruto and to wipe the hidden leaf off the map. So the first victims to feel the wrath of Pain were these 4 random Jonin that were on guard duty. Now, they were outside enjoying the beautiful day that it was, and probably thought that there was no way in hell that they would have any types of problems today. But right before they were about to take their lunch break, Pain pulls up right in front of them, and he didn't even say a word. He just shoots Bro in the front and kills him right in front of his homies. So after he dropped the first guy, the other two Jonin come down from the air and tried to hold him down. And they were basically sacrificing themselves so homeboy right here could run away and alert the village that there was an intruder. But since Pain, aka Nagato, is a very sickly looking man, he does not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So he Shinra Tensei's both of them off of him, killing these two poor souls on impact. And then the last guy standing got done the worst out of all of them. Pain picked Bro up and slowly pulled his body towards him while staring him dead in the face before shoving a whole chakra rod through his stomach. And with that, these four unlucky poor souls were the first of many victims of Pain's massacre. So after he took out the four guards, he wasted no time to get started on destroying everything. So all 6 Pains spawn inside the leaf and disperse. And the moment they got to the location that they were meant to be in, they immediately started to cause chaos.
Nah, it was weird though. Like, it is so weird. They didn't just spawn in the village. They made more clones that are more that damn near was more powerful than their original. I do not get it because these people, it was multiple people.
Destroy everything in their path. They was blowing up every single block in the damn village. They didn't give a fuck about any of the innocent people in the village that were getting killed. They was blowing their asses up for the love of the game. Multiple people that were running away died because they were getting crushed by all the debris of the blown up buildings. And just off this observation alone, this is already a case of mass murder and just flat out terrorism. Because the amount of people dying and blocks getting blown up is legitimately uncountable.
Yeah, I would say this is way worse than the Nine Tails attack.
That were getting dropped off was unfathomable. Will Kelly was out here choking niggas out while others had to watch in the cuck chair and wait for their turn to get choked out. The human path was out here sucking the soul out of these niggas. Pause. And I ain't gonna lie, the big buff motherfucker was without a doubt the freakiest out of all these niggas. He was out here choking niggas out and asking them,
making them, oh yeah, the truth.
Naruto Uzumaki. But the Jonin were like, no snitch. Yes, buff bitch. So he used his great nigga jutsu to pull out their tongues to see if they were lying or not. And when he was done, he ripped out their whole tongue and gobbled that shit up.
Wow.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Hit that nigga with sexual assault because that was so unfreakishly called for. So while Buff Pain was out here taking tongues and other things, this motherfucker Will Kelly big ass was on a tear. He was surrounded by like 10 Jonin, but he did not care. He was happy as hell because all he was thinking of was, oh yeah, I ain't never losing weight because all I see in front of me is a buffet of free eats. And blows up the entire block, killing every single Jonin around him. So while Will Kelly was going around terrorizing people like he terrorizes fast food workers, there was another major fight going on that almost gave me as much depression as Pain versus Jiraiya. And that, of course, was Pain versus Kakashi. So here's how this tragedy went down. So Kakashi confronted the Tendo Pain because bro was literally 5 seconds away from adding Iruka to the dead nigga list. So when Kakashi got the ISO with Pain, he throws up a mud wall to try to box him in. But Pain shoves a chakra rod through Kakashi's shoulder. So Kakashi tries to counter with a lightning blade. But Pain stares into this nigga Kakashi's soul, and he ends up bricking because of this. So after Kakashi bricked his first lightning blade, he thought there's no way I could miss a second time. So he tries to hit him with another lightning blade. But the Shinra Tensei merchant Tendo Pain tells Kakashi to bag that ass up.
Back up.
So after he sent Kakashi flying like 200 yards, the moment Kakashi finally recovered,
that's what I'm saying.
Nigga Pain jumps in right behind him and tries to sneak Kakashi with his bazooka arm. They haven't even been fighting for 10 seconds, and this nigga Pain is already jumping. He looked at Kakashi and basically told him, nigga, did you really think that this was gonna be a 1v1? You should have known you were gonna get jumped the moment you tried to fight me. So the bold Pain's body starts to morph, and he ends up mutating into a form with 6 his arms in 3 faces.
Way
so
stronger than Sasori.
Kakashi towards the bald nigga. Now, while he was getting pulled, Kakashi tried to use a chain to stop his body moving. But Pain just looked at Kakashi trying to save himself like, that don't work.
There's no way out of this.
Oh my.
So he starts to pull him even harder, and he ends up taking a blade to the gut.
So, bro, don't get.
Now, thank God this was a shadow
This is
clone,
loud,
because if Kakashi
bro.
went out like that, niggas will be questioning his legacy. So after he faked out Pain, the bald nigga ends up getting crushed by Choza and Choji. And now Pain was about to get a taste of his own medicine, because this man was about to get jumped by Kakashi, Choza,
By some
Choji,
pretty
and the rest of
strong
Choza's squad. But even though Pain was about to get jumped, the
strong
master
people.
of Jump Jitsu knew exactly how to counter this shit. So he ran directly at everybody and let all of the no-name background characters spam their jutsus. So after they were done throwing
He got a
every
whole
projectile at him,
Beyblade,
Pain
bro.
assessed his situation
That's what
and
I'm
knew
saying,
he
he
had
have-
everybody lined
He have a move. He don't need to align nothing. He just need to just use his move. His move is broken. Like, come on now. Is that the ability? Like that? Yeah.
up for a fact. Ult.
Yeah.
So this nigga uses his ult and says, Shinra Tensei, and blows up the entire area.
The Renegon is so much strong. I'm not even lying. Yeah, I think that puts a premise on how much stronger the Renegon is. And that's not even. This is Madara's Renegon. How stronger Madara's Renegon is than just a Mangekyo Sharingan. Like, bro, okay, you get 2 abilities with the Mangekyo Sharingan, bro. You get like 2. You get like 11 abilities with the Renegon. That is not fair.
And this attack took out every single no-name
Madara
that
had
tried to
both.
land a attack on this man. So after he
Yeah,
one-shotted all the background characters, Kakashi tried to get the jump on Pain from the ground. But the Shinra Tensei merchant blasted him off of him again and
spamming
sends
it, bro.
Kakashi down to the
Damn.
ground. So Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned. But Choji and Choza come in from the side and try to hit Pain with a double-sonic
again.
spin dash. But Pain counters them both and spams Shinra Tensei once again to get them off of him. But after Pain used his jutsu, they actually ended up trapping this man with a chain that they hit underground. So Kakashi tried to hit Pain with one more lightning blade, but out
Spam it
of
again.
nowhere,
Oh,
the
never
bold
mind.
Pain comes in and uses his body as a sacrifice. And this opening led to Pain once again blowing
Yeah,
up the
spamming
entire
it.
area. And after their failed attack, Choza
And
and
then
Choji
he's
were
gonna
both
do
knocked
it
out cold,
again.
and Kakashi was trapped
A
in a bunch
bigger
of rubble.
one.
And while Kakashi was trapped, Pain looked at
How
him and
much
told him,
chakra?
"Oh, foolish.
How much chakra can you give a puppet? I'm not even lying. This show is broken. I count certain characters, and you gotta realize this. Those eyes was given to bro.
Did you really think a master
You
of
can really
jump
make
jitsu
people
wouldn't
broken
know
in
how
this
to counter
verse?
jump
It is
jitsu
funny.
itself? What a shame. And motherfuckers really call you the copy ninja. Now
You
no
was just
favor,
glazing,
and
bro,
take
though.
this 223 to the dome."
Nah.
Damn shame. Now Kakashi actually didn't die from
My
a
power's
headshot,
just like
'cause he
yours,
used
bro.
Kamui to bail him out. Kakashi actually died when he had to use Kamui again to bail Choji out when he was running from his life from a bazooka. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change a thing. Pain took my boy Kakashi off the map. Bro boomed 2 of my favorite characters in the most nonchalant way possible. So after Pain killed Kakashi, the other Pains were still on a tear in the village. Hell, the animal path made the village a whole open zoo. And Buff Pain was still out here on this freaky shit. Because tell me why
This
he
was
had
10
Konohamaru getting choked out on a wall. This nigga had a child
that
getting
is
choked
funny.
out and about to get his tongue ripped out right before our eyes. I mean, Ebisu tried to help him, but he got swatted away like a fly. And this
Damn.
freaky ass nigga was about to rip a child's tongue out. But thank God it was a shadow clone, and Konohamaru faked this
It's
freak
smart.
ball out and hit him with a Rasengan. But at the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse. Cause what the f is this nigga doing generally? Out here trying to rip the tongue out of kids like, Come on, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru. Bro took out a
He held
Pain
it
as a
down.
guinea when all these other Jonin were getting packed up. Like real shit,
Wow.
the Leaf needs to do some reevaluations on rank. Cause some of these niggas repping the
He got the one. I mean, that's all you need. You just need the Rasengan. Learn the Rasengan, and yeah, you're one of them ones.
Jonin rank, shit, and Chunin are sorry as fuck. I actually don't know how they passed the exams. I'm being so serious right now. Like generally how.
The
so
area,
while the chaos continued, Pain's next move was just straight up wicked. Shizune, Ino, and her dad were huddled up and discussing tactics and thought they were in a safe area until Pain jumps down on them and drops a whole grenade. Now, after the grenade blew up, he had Shizune in the worst hostage situation possible. Pain basically told Ino and her dad, "Don't move a muscle, or I will suck the soul out of this
He did it anyway.
secretary." The Hidden Leaf does not negotiate with terror. Did not say don't move a muscle, dumb bitch.
Damn. Okay, is it me or that is a lot of ads in a short period of time, respectfully?
Man. Poor Shizune.
Yeah, these
Pain
pauses
really
are
sucked
ads.
the soul out of her
now.
body. So after Shizune was a victim of the Gok Jutsu, Pain confronted Tsunade. So Pain started talking to her like, "Long time no see, Lady Tsunade. I see after all these years that you're still fine as hell. But my apologies. I didn't come here to hit on a cougar who's trying to hold on to the last bit of youth they have left. I came here."
But he like, that was pretty much like 20
so
years
Tsunade
ago.
was trying to tell Pain that all he was a terrorist, and he's trying to undermine the peace that the Leaf has brought. But this made this nigga Pain snap. He heard her say this and was like, "Tell me, woman, what type of peace has your village brought upon this world? Because all your village has brought is pain.
I wonder if she didn't.
Responsible.
I wonder if she didn't say that, he wouldn't have done the next thing he did.
Of my parents, your village is
You made him
responsible
remember his
for
parents.
turning my nation into a war zone. Your village is responsible for tearing apart the only family I ever had. Your village is responsible for not holding monsters like Danzo accountable for their actions and let his repeated mistakes and atrocities go uncalled for. Your village is responsible for so much bullshit it makes me sick. And quite honestly, I think I'm ready to wipe this shithole off the map." So Pain starts to float up in the air. And when he floated up all the way up to the tippy top, this nigga says, "And now, this world shall know pain." So this nigga Pain ends up committing one of the worst crimes a character has committed in a trial. This nigga proudly said,
respectfully, even though the people came back, he did not repair the environment. This man did irreparable damage to the village. They damn near had to move. Come on now. You cannot dig up and refill that big crater.
With
He's
all
about
of his
to leave.
heart, Shinra Tensei, and blows this entire bitch up.
Yeah.
This man
There's
turned the entire village into a crater, a fishbowl. Nigga straight up nuked this bitch and made every single villager of the Leaf experience true pain.
And they actually fixed it. I can't cap.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final exhibit, and it is without a doubt one of the most foul exhibits of all time. Exhibit C, animal abuse and beating a man's future wife to death. So after Pain nuked the Leaf, Naruto finally pulled up with one of the coolest intros of all time. This nigga Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably thought, "Oh yeah, when I pull up, everybody gonna be like, damn Naruto, you cold as hell." Just for this man to pull up and realize that the whole village was flattened.
How do you repair that? How is it possible that they actually repaired this?
For this man to pull up and realize that
How is it possible? They repaired this in like a week or a month or something. I don't know. They repaired this fast.
But I ain't gonna lie, the moment Naruto heard from Tsunade that Kakashi died and he was finally face to face with the person that killed Jiraiya, it was all action, no nonsense from this nigga. Bro boomed the whole nigga Pain in like 5 seconds. Even Pain was like, "Well, goddamn, This little nigga really might be like that. So Pain lines up all the other Pains to protect the Tendo Pain because he was trying to recover all the chakra he used from the Shinra Tensei. So Naruto hits a full sprint and starts rushing the Pains, while the Toes were just beating the shit out of all the animal packs. They were hitting them with actual aerial combos. Then Naruto rushed Chunky Pain and laid his fat...
Bro, I cannot cap. Storm 4 is way better than Storm Connections. You cannot even argue with me. Bro, that game, not only is the voice acting bad, bro, I don't even like how you can continue to hit people on the ground. Storm 4 is a great PvP game. Great PvP
So after Naruto knocked out Mr. All You Can Eat, Naruto chucked a Rasen Shuriken at him and one-shot the human path, straight up shredded his ass. So after he turned the human path into ground beef, the next Pain he went after was, of course, the sorry-ass animal path. Because just like when Jiraiya went against it, this nigga is absolute garbage in a one-on-one confrontation.
That's what I'm saying.
He got Gamakichi to straight up eat Shorty and trap her in his mouth with Naruto just waiting there for it. So Naruto starts piecing her up because she can't see shit. He gives her a double Rasengan, taking the animal path offline for good. So after Naruto took out the sorriest Pain, Pain grabbed Mr. All You Can Eat World Kelly's reboot card and revived him with the freak nigga jutsu. And the remaining...
I get the revive. You can revive people, but he had multiple versions of the same path. Yeah, I hear what I'm saying.
Three Pains line up in a formation. So Naruto throws a Rasen Shuriken at Big Chungus, and he takes the Rasen Shuriken head on and tries to absorb it. But this Rasen Shuriken was straight up bait, because it was Naruto the entire time. So he tackles this nigga, and it ends up creating an opening for a real Rasen Shuriken to go straight to the Tendo Pain. But right before it was about to hit, bro, Pain's chakra finally gets restored, and he's able to spam Shinra Tensei again. So he easily dispels the Rasen Shuriken, but when Pain thought he had Naruto cornered, dude had a whole nother shadow clone come from the top rope, and he blows that freaky ass nigga Pain's back out. Look at his face. Even in death, this nigga still looks like a freak. Bro, cheesing like a motherfucker, and his eyes are rolled back. So after Freaky Pain got his fantasy fulfilled of getting his back blown out, Naruto tries to take out Pain right here. But since Pain got his powers restored, he got back to immediately spamming Shinra Tensei. So he blasted Naruto off of him. Then after he sent Naruto flying, Gamakichi and the Toes try to jump him, but Pain flies up right in the middle of all three of them and uses his anti-jump jutsu. So he slams his ult once again. He sent these damn Toes flying. Nigga, they got flung out of the village, and every single one of them got knocked out cold. Not gonna lie, gang, gotta hit him with the animal abuse right here. Because bro just casually threw giant Toes like they were nothing. So after he flung the Toes all the way out of the leaf's borders, Pain pulls Naruto towards him, and Chunky Boy gets him right to the gut and puts him in a headlock. And he starts to absorb all of Naruto's Sage Chakra. But this was a massive mistake made by Pain, because Mr. All You Can Eat ended up absorbing too much of his Sage Chakra. And this ended up leading up to him turning into a bullfrog and being petrified and turning into stone. So Naruto ended up breaking free, and he finally had the ISO with the Tendo Pain. But the moment this fight was about to turn into a one-on-one, Pain decided to play dirty. This nigga universal pulls paw towards him and stabs this old-ass frog nigga to death. This man murdered the old geezer frog and put him on a stick and made him a frog kebab.
Oh, imagine. They could do it right now, yeah. Is that, you know what, knowing Boruto, Naruto is out of that show, respectfully. He's just another side character now. But now that Naruto is friendly with the Nine Tails, he can do this. He can do the Sage mode. Yeah, he can complete the 100% Sage mode.
Naruto towards him, choked this nigga, then slammed him in the ground and to make sure he didn't move anymore, he used a chakra rod and shoved it through both of his hands. So after Pain pinned Naruto down, Pain gave Naruto a nasty reality check. Naruto was yelling at this nigga and telling him that he shouldn't be yapping about peace and justice because he blew up his village and killed a bunch of his friends. But then Pain told Naruto, okay, then look.
Bro, Naruto hear these speeches, they go in one ear and out the next, bro. Every single one. Madara to Obito to Pain, all the way to Gara, bro. They all done gave this man a speech.
Let me ask you this, dude. What about
in
my
one ear and out
family?
the
What about
next,
my
bro?
friends? What about my village? They all suffered the same that your village has suffered, and it was done by your people. Yes, the Leaf. The niggas
Bro, he
you
do
be
not
hanging
mess with these people.
fucked
He do
my
not be hanging with
entire
these
life.
people.
So all I'm doing is spinning back for my people and for the
talking to the
pain
wrong
that
person.
your village has caused me. And now that I've made you experience pain, you now hate me. So answer this question for me, little nigga. How would you stop this cycle of hatred?
What is it called? YouTube. Premium.
Shit,
Definitely.
I don't know. That is exactly
spamming
what
ass
the
like this,
fuck I
damn.
thought. So after Pain lectured Naruto about peace, he straight up stabbed Naruto with 6 more chakra rods to just pin him down like a dog. And while Naruto was pinned down, Mama Toad was yelling at this nigga Naruto, telling him to get up like, "Get up, young whippersnapper. Don't let this heathen pin you down. Do you hear me, boy? Wake
wow,
your
get up,
ass
Naruto.
up." Oh, sweet Jesus. Noisy ass old bitch, shut the fuck up. So after Pain brutally assaulted a old lady, we are now set to observe one of the most brutal ref do something ass whoopings of all time. And most of y'all should know exactly what
She
this
real
is.
though.
Pain versus Hinata. This was
She
one of
real
those ass
though.
whoopings that you begged for it.
But this is one of the most realist moments in anime history, bro. You don't see the love interest really be putting her life on the line like she have done this. Like, I'm trying to think when. I'm not even trying to compare, but like when as Chi fought the final boss to like get Goku a final, you know, I'm not even trying to compare. That's stupid.
Like on the real, this is one of the hardest fights to ever watch. Like it is up there with Videl versus Stovovich. So here is how this atrocity went down. So Hinata came to save her mans from being captured by Pain. Now I'm not gonna lie, her plan was actually smart, cause she didn't try to fight the nigga head on at first. What she tried to do was kick the chakra rods off of Naruto so he could move again.
Which is
was shocked. He
why?
was like, well, ain't this some shit? This girl is actually not an idiot. So when she tried to hit the next one, Pain sends Hinata.
Like, don't you think that is hurting him? Like, I get it. His pain tolerance is high, but don't you think kicking each pole and breaking it shorter is not hurting him just a little bit, bro? Just rip him out if that's the case. I'm not
flying across the crater. Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Nigga, her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty ass crater. While he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening. So when Hinata was already on half HP after 2 hits, she said, trying to hit the chakra rods, I'ma just have to put hands on this nigga. So she kept on trying to swing at this nigga Pain, but good God, this nigga is a member of Weave Nation. Hinata was hitting straight air, straight oxygen, while this man Pain was just tap dancing around her. But by the grace of God.
And you can tell how everybody else is trash, bro. He is so lucky Guy and Rock Lee did not arrive in the village, bro. They would have to see him, bro. Guy get in the village now is one-on-one versus Guy Sensei. What he about to do? Respectfully, Guy would have found Guy and Rock Lee would have jumped him, bro. That whole push and pull, they would have found a way.
Naruto ended up coughing up blood when he went for another Shinra Tensei. And this led to Hinata landing a hit on Pain. She rocked this nigga for a good second. Look at him. He is looking up at the stars. And he was actually out for a minute. So Hinata ran to Naruto and hit off another one of the rounds. But right when she tried to go for the rest, Pain recovered and blasted Hinata to the chamber.
Damn.
And this is the part of the fight where I could barely watch this shit anymore, bro. She started crawling towards Naruto on the last bit of HP she had.
That's what I'm saying. For him to say to his dad, that's what I'm saying, bro. This girl was quite literally crawling to you, bro, about to die. You even thought she was dead, bro. Respectfully. Then went all out, your power up moment in anime, bro. For you to say that Sakura is your girl when she dogs you out this entire show is crazy.
Even Pain was perplexed. He was genuinely confused. He was actually like, why? you still
love him,
getting
bro.
up? Why are you still fighting for this dense fool?
Just get the ones out of his
Doesn't even
arm,
realize
please.
you like him till the last movie of the series. Because I love Naruto-kun. My God, there's not enough pain in this world to fix a dumb broad like you.
Damn. You could have taken the. I'm just saying.
Oh,
you could have just held on to the pole
Pain
a
really
little
tried
harder.
to send Hinata back to the lobby, bro. Now, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know how the fuck she survived this. The plot armor she had right here was diamond. But Pain really used Hinata to mentally torture Naruto. So after he completely destroyed
you won't see
Hinata,
it.
Naruto straight up crashed the fuck out and immediately went to four tails off the rip. That
This
seal
is
that
not like
Yamato
the other
put on,
one.
bye-bye. That
See, yeah. This happened when they was hunting the other, the other tail beast. But this is, this is the 9. This is the last one before 10. Yeah, 10 tails don't really got nothing on the 9 tails. I'm not.
shit got thrown out the window. But Pain did not back down from this.
You know what? How can I just have said that blasphemy, bro? Chakra mode is tough, but then 10 tails, you get the whole 6 path, bro. You get truth seeking orders, bro. That's kind of tough. 9 tails, you get that link. Hey, that's kind of
He
tough.
wanted this fight all along. So Naruto starts earthbending and throwing a bunch of rocks at him. But Pain was like, let me show you my moves, nigga. Let me show you how we get down in the hidden rain. So he started hitting I ain't gonna lie, he was locked in until 2 seconds later when Naruto blitzed him and punched him so hard he made his whole face morph. Nigga turned him into jello. Then Naruto started playing whack-a-mole with him, just smacking him over on the head over and over and over again. Nigga basically got hit with a Dark Souls attack when you miss your roll. And while Pain was planted in the ground, this dude really had the audacity to say, are you feeling it now, Naruto Uzumaki?
He's not feeling
Are
no
you feeling
pain.
the pain? Do you hate me, Naruto Uzumaki? So while Pain was looking like a sprouted vegetable in a garden, Naruto ends up crashing to the point where he's at 6 tails now. And this is where we are at the infamous scene of this nigga Pain saying,
how did this man not believe not one time? You know what? It's of course. But the other one was that bleeding.
every single frame of this scene is a national treasure. So after Pain made the animation budget go into debt, he started running at Naruto at top speeds, dodging and weaving everything. He was out here skating on water. This fight started to look like a Sonic boss fight the way Pain was moving. Then Pain ended up going prone and started to deflect all of Naruto's blasts that he was shooting. So after Pain deflected all the blasts, he was like, is that all you got? I expect
Boom.
So after Pain got blasted to
He not
Kingdom
done.
Come, Nagato decided it was time to pull out the super ultimate move. So when he said this, Konan was like, boo-boo, no, you're not about to do that move, baby. You don't have enough energy. But Nagato was like, silence, Konan. I'm going to capture this nigga like a fucking Pokemon, and I'm going to enter his bitch ass in my Pokedex. So Pain whips out Planetary Devastation. He said he was about to capture this legendary Pokemon with his Chibaku Tensei. And you could tell this was his final move because he was using every bit of chakra he had left. Ro's whole body was just straining. Nagato looked like he was about to die casting this shit. And he didn't stop until he finally captured the Nine Tails. Now, Pain thought it was over. He thought he had Bro captured and it was time to call it a day. But unfortunately for Pain, he had no clue how much plot armor Naruto actually had. Because Naruto ended up breaking out of the Planetary Devastation because of Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this, it was low-key over for Pain, bro. And the way he was beaten was poetic because he ended up getting jumped. The same way he was jumping the fuck out of everybody. He was trying to hold back all the shadow clones, but he just couldn't. And then when his Shinra Tensei was on cooldown, Naruto launched himself out and shoved a Rasengan to his gut. Knockout! So after the Tendo Pain was defeated, the last Pain standing was Nagato himself. And the only way Naruto was able to beat this man was to use his most powerful jutsu, the strongest technique in anime history. Talk no jutsu. So when Naruto pulled up on Nagato, the first thing Nagato did was instantly shoot this nigga. But Naruto ended up eating it. So after he ate the shot, Nagato told him, alright then, little nigga, you got 30 seconds to tell me about your pain. And if you don't move me or bring a tear to my eye, I'm booming your ass, twin. So Naruto proceeded to tell Nagato, know, man,
you chose the right person.
I know you had a tough life, and I have too. I remember back in the day when I was a little jet, I would sit on this swing set every day, yearning for friends and attention, while that sad-ass flute song played every time. Not enough, nigga. Continue. My parents died when I was a baby, and our sorry-ass third Hokage threw me in a nasty-ass, dusty-ass apartment. The fucker didn't even give me enough money to pay fucking rent, and I drank spoiled milk every fucking day. Damn. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then I would walk outside, and I would have every single villager looking at me like I was a fucking ticking time bomb, and they were always wondering, when is this little nigga gonna crash out? Nigga, do you know how that feels? Shit, my heartstrings. I lost my parents, my homeboy, my sensei, and I've been bitchless for all 16 years of my life. But nigga, I'm still standing, and I'ma bring
because of you. You can't say that because you had this girl chasing you all your life.
Peace to this world and stop this cycle of hatred. Well, goddamn, little nigga, you actually just moved me a bit. Very well, I'm reviving everybody in your village.
That's what I'm saying.
So Naruto's 100% crit rate talk no jutsu worked. And this man Nagato revived everybody in the village he killed in exchange for his life. Now, that's good and all dandy, but are we gonna let Pain off the hook with all these charges after he revived everybody in the leaf? Hell no! The verdict! And with that, ladies,
he could have just died without doing it, and just everybody would have been dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the jury has decided that this trial is a pass. Pain makes the round table. However, all these charges, they not getting dropped, nigga. We're not gonna act like this man did and boom a entire clan and all of their infants. And my goat ain't coming back. That nigga's dead forever. Well, yeah, this nigga's still getting locked up for life. So with that being said, appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time.
Ooh, that was a long one. I'm not forgetting the amount of ads that was in this one, bro. Dang. I'm tired, bro. Yo, without further ado, I'm gone. Peace. See y'all boys in the next one.